What's up Reds, welcome back to the channel. Manchester United are back on the training pitch preparing for what could be one of the toughest away fixtures of the season against Brighton and Hove Albion FC. And trust me, today's session at Carrington was absolutely intense. We've got major squad updates concerning who is fit, who is still sidelined, and the latest words from Michael Carrick ahead of this massive clash. But that's not all, because Manchester United's summer rebuild for 2026 is already taking shape behind the scenes, with huge names like Ederson from Atalanta, Tchouameni from Real Madrid, Elliot Anderson from Nottingham Forest, and Carlos Baleba from Brighton all heavily linked with moves to Old Trafford. What exactly do these players bring to Carrick's system? Which transfer could completely transform Manchester United next season? And what has Carrick now said about Brighton's dangerous style of football? If you want to catch it all, make sure you stay locked in till the end, and also do well to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, because today, we have a massive Manchester United update. Now Reds, let's begin with the transfer news, because behind the scenes Manchester United are already planning one of their biggest midfield rebuilds in years. Michael Carrick and the recruitment department reportedly want technical midfielders who can dominate possession, resist pressure, and aggressively control transitions. And one of the biggest names on that shortlist right now is Atalanta midfielder Ederson. The Brazilian has quietly become one of Serie A's most complete midfielders. Powerful physically, excellent at carrying the ball forward, aggressive defensively, and technically calm under pressure. What makes Ederson so attractive for Manchester United is his ability to break opposition lines through dribbling and progressive passing. Carrick wants midfielders who can survive intense pressing situations, and Ederson fits that profile perfectly. Imagine him alongside Kobbie Mainoo and Bruno Fernandes. Reds, the energy, mobility, and technical quality would completely transform United's midfield structure. But that is not the only major target. Manchester United are also keeping a very close eye on Tchouameni at Real Madrid. Now this would be a statement signing. Tchouameni is one of the most intelligent defensive midfielders in world football. Strong in duels, elite positionally, composed in possession, and tactically disciplined. Carrick reportedly admires his ability to control defensive transitions while still contributing creatively during build-up play. If United could somehow convince Real Madrid to negotiate, this would immediately elevate the tactical balance of the team. But Reds, let me ask you this. If Manchester United could only sign one midfielder this summer, would you choose Ederson or Tchouameni? Drop your answer in the comments right now. Then comes a player many United fans have already fallen in love with after recent performances against the club itself, Elliot Anderson. The Nottingham Forest midfielder has massively impressed United scouts this season with his work rate, creativity, and fearless ball progression. Anderson plays with aggression, intelligence, and confidence beyond his years. He constantly drives the ball into dangerous areas and presses relentlessly without possession. Carrick reportedly sees him as the perfect modern number 8 capable of adding intensity and unpredictability to United's midfield. And honestly Reds, after what Anderson did against Manchester United recently, it is easy to understand why the club are monitoring him so seriously. Then there is Carlos Baleba from Brighton, one of the most exciting young midfielders in the Premier League right now. The Cameroonian midfielder combines athleticism with technical composure brilliantly. Baleba is physically dominant, excellent in recovery situations, and surprisingly progressive with the ball. Many analysts already compare aspects of his game to Moises Caicedo because of his ability to cover massive spaces defensively while still driving attacks forward. Carrick reportedly believes Baleba could become one of the best box-to-box midfielders in Europe under the right coaching structure. And let's be honest Reds, Brighton's recruitment model keeps producing gems season after season. Manchester United clearly want to capitalize on that. Other names being linked include João Gomes, Adam Wharton, and even younger attacking profiles capable of fitting Carrick's fluid tactical system. This is not just random transfer business anymore, this is a carefully designed rebuild built around technical intensity, tactical intelligence, and mental resilience. Now let's move into today's training session at Carrington ahead of the Brighton clash, because the intensity of the session reportedly reflected just how seriously Carrick is taking this fixture. Training began early in the morning with activation drills focused on sharp movement, quick passing combinations, and pressing triggers. Players were divided into tight rondo circles where Carrick and his coaching staff constantly demanded faster ball circulation under pressure. The emphasis today was clearly on escaping Brighton's aggressive midfield press. Carrick knows Brighton are one of the best possession-based teams in England when given confidence, so United spent large portions of training rehearsing compact defensive shape and rapid transition attacks. During the tactical phase of the session, Carrick organized repeated positional rotation drills involving Bruno Fernandes, Tchouameni, Mason Mount, and Bryan Mbeumo. The idea was to create unpredictable movement patterns capable of dragging Brighton's midfield out of shape. Benjamin Sesko reportedly looked extremely sharp during finishing exercises, consistently attacking crosses aggressively inside the box. Carrick praised Brighton heavily, describing them as one of the most tactically intelligent teams in the league, and warned his players about becoming emotionally careless during transitions. He specifically highlighted Brighton's ability to manipulate space through midfield rotations and quick passing combinations. But perhaps the most interesting part of Carrick's press conference was his confidence when discussing United's tactical progress. Carrick stated that Manchester United are starting to understand exactly how we want to control games, which honestly sounds like a manager becoming increasingly confident in his football identity. He also praised the mentality of the squad, saying the players have responded brilliantly during recent weeks despite injuries and fixture pressure. On the injury front, Carrick confirmed that Lisandro Martinez is close to full sharpness again and hinted that Benjamin Sesko and Bryan Mbeumo are both fully available for selection. However, he admitted Matthijs de Ligt is still not ready to return. Carrick also spoke passionately about the importance of maintaining intensity away from home, emphasizing that United cannot allow Brighton to dominate rhythm and territory early in the match. And Reds, listening to Carrick speak these days, you can genuinely hear the confidence growing inside him as Manchester United manager. So what is the verdict from all of this? Manchester United are no longer operating like a club reacting emotionally from one crisis to another. There is finally visible planning, visible structure, visible tactical direction. Carrick's training methods are becoming clearer, the recruitment strategy is becoming smarter, the squad profile is evolving toward technical intensity and positional flexibility. And perhaps most importantly, the players genuinely seem to believe in the project. The Brighton clash now becomes another massive test of whether this evolving Manchester United side can impose themselves consistently against elite tactical teams away from home. But Reds, if Carrick can continue developing this identity while adding players like Ederson, Tchouameni, Anderson, or Baleba this summer, then Manchester United could become an absolutely terrifying team again in 2026. Now I want your thoughts in the comments below. Which midfielder should Manchester United prioritize this summer? Can Carrick outsmart Brighton tactically away from home? And are you finally starting to believe in this Manchester United project under Michael Carrick? Drop your thoughts below. And if you want more Manchester United updates, tactical breakdowns, transfer news, and breaking football stories, make sure you stay locked in till the end, and also do well to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. This is United Fan Base, where football intelligence meets passion.